And greetings again, Raven lovers, artists, and other crazy people. Welcome back to my YouTube advent calendar, where we open a new door every single day and try to figure out with what kind of an idea you will torture me this time. Let's see. We are at door number 9. Funny thing is, I'm actually open this on December the 9th, but I'm pretty sure when at the time this video comes out, it will already be the 10th or 11th. I hope not, but I'm currently still working on number 8, so... Oh no! And it's one it takes forever to do. Shoot! No! No! I was dreading that one. It's such a cool idea, but it will take quite a lot of time. Like a lot of prep work. I need to create a flip book. And with a specific sound that was provided to me. And the coffee machine just went off. Dang it, I'm trying to work here. Stop that. Well, anyways, so I need to create a flipbook animation with a specific sound given to me. The sound is from a shirt from a German YouTuber, so it is in German. But if I manage to finish the whole thing in this video and then present to you the finished version, I will put some subtitles, some English subtitles in the video. My brain just went off. And yeah, we will see how far I can get, because I bought a little block, a little paper pad, however you want to call that. The problem though is it's not really that suitable. I will show you in a minute what I mean, but I think the paper is just too thin. It doesn't really flip that well. I bought it because I think it's cute, because it has a fox on it. Like, come on. But yeah, I think I need to create the flipbook from scratch, because I couldn't find anything out there in the markets that was right for this. So yeah, let's see how far I can get. Again, I need to keep this a bit shorter, all of that, and it will take a lot of time to produce and film that. Let's see, to the one who suggested this, you know who you are. In case I can't finish this in this video, expect me to make it a reappearance in another special video just dedicated to this. I will try at least my very best to get as far as possible within the advent calendar with this. As I took this in, I didn't expect me to have that much time crunch, because it was still time, but my planning was bad. Let's just put it that way. But I've learned from my mistakes. The next time will be better. Anyways, let's get right into this. So this right here is the little notepad in question, and as you can see, it flips pretty poorly. It skips multiple pages at once when I try to flip it, and sometimes you only see the back side of the pages and sometimes just a little corner. It was just not very convenient to use for a flipbook, but it's so incredibly cute. I mean, just look at that little guy. Just look at him. And it was super cheap, and you can always use a notepad, so I decided to buy it anyways. But it was definitely not appropriate for this particular challenge. But I then decided to try out my tiny watercolor paper that I was using for all of the prompts so far. to draw things on, and I did some flipping tests with it, also with a little dancing dot, and it seems to work quite well. So I decided to take that one instead, and worked quite nicely actually. So I set up my light board in order to make it more easy for me to actually keep the figure somewhat consistent, and then started rolling it page by page. The good old straight ahead method, because I really don't know if it's possible with that thick of a paper to go with a frame by frame method. So straight ahead you go. I mean, traditionally flipbook animations are always made straight ahead, so why not? Here I was a little bit indecisive in how to do this, because I actually kind of wanted to let them stick together, but then I realized that this is probably not going to happen. I just decided to number the singular sheets and then put them together and hold them while I'm flipping them. And then I finally started. And I must say, first I was so unsure about this. Like, I was not sure if I could already start with this, because as I started with this, it was in the morning. I just got up and my head was still a bit too tired to focus on things. But then I turned on a specific video and got into the mood pretty quickly, and I just zoned out and made, I think, 11 frames in total before I needed to then take a break for, actually consuming some food before I depart for work, and then I needed to depart for work and also get myself ready before that. But yeah, I completely zoned out before that and just had a blast. Actually, it was so much more fun than I thought it would be. But I decided to make my life a bit more easy and not only just do a stick figure, because as you could have seen, like, I'm showing you a bit of the footage in real time just right now, in order to let you see how skittish and undecisive I can be while drawing, even if it's just a stupid little stick figure. But later on I will have most of the footage speeded up a bit, or quite a lot, so this video doesn't take forever. Because basically I'm just doing the same thing over and over again, and it may become boring to watch me do this in real time for that long. But yeah, in order to make my life a little bit easier, I decided to not start at the beginning of the voice line that was sent to me. Like I said, I had a specific kind of sound that I needed to go off. It was a particular short of German horror guy, and I need to use this sound as a base for it. But I decided to just use the end part, because I also thought that this part was the most funny part there, and would be most funny for the animation part. So I did not use the beginning. Like, there would have been more to that, but I didn't really know how to visualize that, what to show and stuff. I was a bit out of ideas, and I also knew that in this way it would take longer for me to actually finish the animation, and therefore longer until I can finally start editing the whole thing. So I decided to skip a few things and just start with a little run cycle and then let him fall down and bleed out. Yeah, he is actually bleeding out. But there is one thing that happened to me. The placement of the character actually, I think, is good for the flipping thing. I mean, if you do flipbook, you do most of the parts of the animation pretty much at the side of the page, like on the outside, pretty close to the edge, because otherwise it will be really hard to see it. But I think perhaps it should have been a little bit more to the left, so when he falls down you still see a bit of his face, because spoiler alert, you won't see his face anymore as soon as he falls down because of the size I choose for him. And yeah, I realized that a bit too late. I also realized a bit too late that I could have solved that problem in a way of just, letting him fall backwards. Letting him fall backwards. I can't talk anymore, it's too late. But yeah, if he would have fallen just backwards, like slipped or anything like that, then I could have prevented that, and you would perhaps still see his face if it's not covered by the other sheets then. But yeah, I didn't think that far, and it only occurred to me after I was already finished with all of that, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to redraw that anymore. And I already made the blood, and the blood was with watercolor, which of course you can't erase, so I decided to stick with that. I stick with that. With the stick figure, I think I only find it funny because my brain is tired. Anyways, yeah, sorry for that. Sorry about that you actually can't see him emote or anything when he fell down, because it's basically just a stroke on the page that's bleeding out. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this, and I think I will definitely go back to this challenge for another time, like trying to do some kind of a goofy little flipbook animation, and that time perhaps with something more than just a stick figure, perhaps with an actual cartoony style, like an actual cartoon figure that's doing some things, because this is kind of fun. I can't see myself doing this all of the time, but perhaps for one video outside of the advent calendar, I can see myself turning back to this to just, have another little challenge for myself. Also, then I have the time to pay more attention to animation in general. Like here, I didn't focus on the 12 principles or anything too much, because I decided I just try to not be a perfectionist this time, and just let loose, and also don't try to make a perfect amount of frames for everything, or letting everything bounce or squash and stretch. I just do whatever feels right at the moment and try to be quick. Actually, the whole calendar is a good reminder to me, taking things in a way that can't, or being okay with the fact that things don't always turn out perfect. Like sometimes artists need to remind themselves to that. I have been getting better with that the last couple of years, not being as perfectionistic anymore as I used to be. But this advent calendar is really reminding me of that a lot. It's kind of humbling of an experience, but also very fun. It's a little bit stressful that I can't really, stay ahead with the dates and bring out the episodes a bit too late. But yeah, this is just how it is, and I try to still stay relaxed and simply have fun in putting them out as soon as possible. So to the person who suggested this, I hope you like the outcome. You will see this in a couple of minutes. And again, to everyone who suggested something, you can get the things that you suggested if you want that. So if you want your tiny little flipbook animation, I as I said at the beginning, I numbered all of the sheets, so you know exactly which sheet comes when. So if you want to, I can send it to you. It's not a problem. I would happily do that as a late little Christmas gift, because it will probably come in too late. But yeah. Or probably not. Sometimes they are quite fast with delivering. It's quite shocking. And sometimes things come in super late, even though when someone lives very close to you, then sometimes the mail takes even longer than the mail to a place that's not close to you. It's sometimes very confusing. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm running out of thoughts on what to say. Oh yeah, right, I should probably bring in a little advertisement again. I constantly forget to mention these things, but yeah, in case you're still looking for a little Christmas gift, like last minute gift ideas, check out the link in the description to my spread shop. Wink wink, hint hint, nudge nudge. There might be some cool things that the people you like also like, or something for yourself. Just treat yourself with something nice, you know. The great thing is I finally have a little bit more money thanks to my part-time job, so very soon I will be able to finally purchase some of the items myself to actually give you guys a genuine review of them, which is really exciting. I have some insight about the products and their quality from other people who bought them so far, and so far I'm quite pleased with the reactions. But yeah, I still want to get some of them myself, also that I can shoot some really fun advertisement footage. It will probably be very goofy because it's just me, you know. I like to don't take things too serious, and I like these sort of advertisements when YouTubers make them that are more funny, you know. a bit more like a little sketch or something like that. Let's see if I can come up with something for that. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I think that's all I have to say. And I still have to edit this rambling mess and cut out a few of the super long awkward pauses that I have made. And so I leave you with the rest of the footage and some music, and then I will play the thing to you. Yeah, it's pretty late, guys. I can't find my sentence. So, as always, I hope to see you in the next video, and keep creating and stay nice to ravens. Bye bye!
Oh, der Scheiß! Nein, nein, gib. Und ich bin, oh nein, ich bin hingefallen. Oh, ich blute ein bisschen schnell. Holt mir ein Hello Kitty Pflaster.